Dear students, in this video you will learn about critical clearing angle and critical clearing time and method of improving transient stability. First we will see critical clearing angle and critical clearing time. So, these two values we can estimate, you can calculate from swing curve. In previously we have seen that PS synchronous power increases, delta increases and area of A1 will be increased. To find A1 equal to A2, delta 2 should be increased, till the value of the delta should be maximum, delta m. The maximum allowable limit of for stability is the system is said to be critically stable. So, when the critically stable, so we can allow maximum limit for the stable conditions. Okay. So, otherwise it is not possible. So, maximum allowable limit for the stable is not possible when the system is not critically stable. So, here the angle delta 2 is called critical clearing angle, del Cc. So, delta 1 we are taking as a del Cc, the time corresponding to this called critical clearing time. So, del Cc is called critical clearing angle, the time corresponding to this is called critical clearing time. The critical clearing angle can be determined from the EAC. However, critical clearing time cannot be obtained from EAC. Equal area criteria we cannot use to find the critical clearing time. So, we can only find out del Cc, critical clearing angle we can find out from the EAC, equal area criteria. Critical clearing time we can find out from the swing curve. It is possible to estimate the critical clearing time you can use to find out from the swing curve. This time is very much essential in designing the protective circuit breaker for the system. Circuit breakers are the protective devices. We have various protective devices: vacuum circuit breaker, air blast circuit breaker, oil circuit breaker, SF6 circuit breaker, mini HS circuit breakers. We have different circuit breakers. The circuit breaker time, operating time, we can calculate. You can calculate by using swing curves. So, circuit breaker are very important devices. So, when we are designing these circuit breakers, so time is very much essential to design the circuit breakers. These times we can calculate, we can analyze by using the swing curves. The case of critical stability of the system we can see in this next figure. So, here we can see before fault, after fault, during the fault, how the variations of the powers, how the angles will be changes. So, applying EAC to the above case, we get A1 equal to A2. So, here we can see del naught, del 1 and different angles. The angles in the above equation are in radians. If the angles are in degrees, the equation modifies as below. So, it is over from 180 degrees. So, here 0 to 180 degrees it will vary. Del naught, del 1 equal to del C, del 2 is equal to del M on 180. So, del 1 is critical clearing angle and delta 2 is a maximum critical angle. So, these angles are varies because of the faults, before fault, after fault and during the fault. These things already we have discussed in previous video, how it will varies. Okay. So, next one we will discuss about method of improving transient stability. So, transient stability we can achieved by from swing equation. So, using swing equation we can calculate the stability and transient stability of the systems. D square delta by dt square is equal to Pa by m, that is rotor is accelerating. D square delta by dt square is inversely proportional to angular moment of the machine. So, swing equation shows the transient stability. So, d square delta by dt square is equal to Pa by m is accelerating of the rotor. So, d square delta by dt square is inversely proportional to the angular moment of the mission when accelerating power is constant. This means that higher the value of m, so m is the moment of inertia is m, slower will be the change in the rotor angle. Higher values, slower will be rotor angle. The mission and thus allows a longer time for circuit breaker to isolate. When the m is more, slower will be the changes in the rotor, the circuit breaker time will be more. Time taken for the open circuit breaker, isolate the fault will be larger. Isolate the fault before the mission passes through the critical clearing angle. So, this is the problem with m. However, to achieve the higher values of m, heavier rotor is required. So, if you use rotor higher, then you can isolate the fault within the lesser time. So, which is required increase the cost of the mission. Higher value means higher value of m, then the rotor shape, rotor design should be required is more, the larger rotor is required, then it will be cost of the mission is increases, and also maintenance will increase, the sequence effects will be there. So, therefore, this method cannot be employed in practice because of economic reasons. So, here higher values of m we cannot employ. So, we cannot use this method because of the cost, maintenance and complexity of the system, and also economic reasons, mainly economic reasons, this method is cannot be employed in practice because of these reasons. Okay. Now, so we have other methods we have, so improving the stability. The first method is increase of system voltages. So, increasing the system voltages, reduction of transfer reactance, use of high speed circuit breakers and auto reclosing devices. So, these are the methods we will follow, will improve the transient stability. So, these methods, first one is increase of system voltage if we increase, and reduction of transfer reactance, use of high speed circuit breaker and auto reclosing breakers. So, these are the methods. So, it is observed from equations. Thus, by increasing the system voltages or by reducing the system transfer reactance, the maximum power transfer can be increased. So, it is observed that by increasing the system voltages or by reducing the system transfer reactance, the maximum power can be increased. The system voltages can be increased by the use of high speed excitation systems. So, high speed excitation systems, so we can increase the system voltages. The reactance of the transmission lines can be reduced. Okay. So, here we have other techniques. By reducing the conductor spacing, by increasing the conductor diameter, but due to that bundle conductor, to reduce the corona effect in transmission lines, we are using bundle conductors. So, bundle conductors means combining the two or more than two conductors, 2 or 3 conductors, if you combine, that will called bundle conductors. So, due to that AC noise and blue voltaic light we can reduce, due to that corona effect will be reduced. By reducing the conductor spacing, by increasing the diameter, by the use of bundled conductors. So, third point we can say bundled conductors. By increasing the number of parallel lines, so that is called bundled conductors will have parallel lines. By using the series capacitors in the transmission line. Series capacitors also we can use and we can improve the transient stability. The quicker a breaker operates, so quick operation, time taken for the breaker is less time. The faster the fault is removed, from the system, and better is the tendency of the system to store to normal operations. So, these are the techniques, these are the methods will improve the transients stability. And so recent trends, so what we are following, what we are following to improve the stability is we have two methods, HVDC links and breaking resistors. So these methods we will follow will improve the stability of the system. A brief account of some of the recent methods maintaining the stability is given below. One is HVDC links. So instead of HVAC transmissions, if you use HVDC DC transmissions, so we can also improve the stability, we can also improve the efficiency, so we can also reduce the losses, so we can also reduce the conductor size, conductor cost, conductor capacity also we can reduce. So DC transmission lines does not have any stability problem, since there is no frequency in DC transmission. So it because of DC operation, the system synchronous operation of the mission ends. The use of HVDC links connect a separate AC system improves the stability of the system. So DC transmission there is no stability problem. So there is no hissing noise, there is no blue voltaic, there is no corona effect. So we can use DC transmissions and we can improve the stability. Okay, that is the one reason. And breaking resistors, for improving the stability of a system, when a large load is suddenly lost, so once suppose one factory, one factory line consisting constant load is connected to the system, suddenly the factory is stopped, suddenly the factory and the large factory entire system is shut down. So what will happen? So immediately the power utilization will decrease, and power generation is not equal to power utilization. The problems power balancing problems will be occurs. Due to that power fluctuations, synchronous motors suddenly rise the speed, suddenly transformers will get sounds, suddenly sometimes it may be blast, transformers, isolators will get blast. To avoid that one, what we have to do is resistive load. So resistive loads we will use, that is called banking resistance is connected near to the generating terminals. The load suddenly load is decreased, so it will automatically collect resistor loads will connected, so without affecting the system. So these load compensators for at least some of the reduction of load on the generator, and so reduces the accelerating of the missions. So once suddenly load is decreases, generator will get speed up, so generator will accelerate. To avoid that one, so we will use breaking resistors. So resistors banks, so one set of resistors will connect, so we will use these things near to the generating stations. So this is the one method. Okay, so these are the methods we will use to improve the stability of the system. So this is the last topic of in your syllabus. So thank you everyone. So be ready for your exams and practice all the questions, practice all the topics. So we watch all videos, all module videos, watch it. If you have any doubt, you can directly contact me through WhatsApp or through phone call. Thank you everyone.